no bully. The people that spoke with me are brave, and I respect them. I'm happy that they wanted to. If you excessively bully, I will ban you. Yeah, these are just like ordinary kids at a college campus. I'm not expecting them to be the most politically informed people in the world or super knowledgeable on anything. I just was asking general questions. I told them as much. Yeah. So at the University of Texas in Austin, on Wednesday, there had been escalating protests throughout the week, and then on Wednesday, I think they started arresting protesters. Now, I'm going to be honest, I haven't dug deeply into the arrests, but the protesters say that a lot of them were arrested for no reason, that the cops just started arresting people even though they were in a public area and being relatively calm. And apparently all the charges got dropped as well, for whatever that's worth. I don't know if that necessarily means they were being innocent or not doing anything rowdy or whatever, but yeah. But people were really mad at Texas over this. When I went on Saturday, Sunday, what's today? Today's Sunday, so I went on Friday. So I decided to go to the South Mall of UT and see who was there, because I saw on the UT subreddit that people were still gathering there. So I decided to show up and see if anybody wanted to talk. And yeah, I stood around for a little bit. I didn't really know if I should just start approaching people, but yeah, eventually I walked up and started chatting, and here we go. Okay, I think at the end of this video, I think a couple people come up to me. I don't know if my friend was recording. I think she might have turned it off.
Record this. Wait. Wait.
Okay. A few people come up to me and they say, hey, we just want you to know you're not welcome here. None of these people want you here. None of these people like you. We're asking you to leave. We want you to go away. And then I think my friend wasn't recording. And then after they said that, I said, this is a public area. I have as much right to be here as you do. So I'm going to continue to be here and talk to people as long as people are willing to talk to me, and I'm not going to leave. And I wanted footage of that. So I told her to record the people, but I think the thing got turned off. This is a 4-minute, 50-second video.
Record this. Wait.
Don't. They actively told you that, some people just came up and said that you're not welcome here. Don't
yeah, but now they're talking. Well, they're talking and telling people not to talk to me. So now it's a little annoying, because now these people that came up and talked to me, now they're walking around talking to every single person, saying, "Don't talk to this guy. He's like Hasbara making pro-Zionist propaganda," which is now it's like, oh, okay, well, I guess I'm not talking to anybody else, which is kind of annoying, but.
Okay, well, sure. On paper, this is a public zone.
Yeah.
It's been classified.
This guy does take his media, twist what you're saying,
Yeah.
and publish it. So I just wanted to warn you.
Another girl comes up and starts saying this. Yeah, you can hear. Obviously, I think you hear that. Yeah.
It's been classified.
This guy does take his media, twist what you're saying,
Yeah.
and publish it. So I just wanted to warn you. Be careful of what you say, because it will be hurt.
Yeah.
I literally post full clips, full video things of everything, but okay.
Flip chimping, as it were.
Yeah.
Can I make it? Okay.
Yeah. What's up?
I think you can be genuine, right?
Yeah.
I don't think, maybe I'm being too naive, but I think you can be genuine at various times.
Try to be, yeah.
So I don't know. I think you have a big platform.
Why do you rewind everything 10 seconds after you pause? It triggers the out of me. Because you autistic. If I stop a video and start talking in the middle of the sentence and then I replay, it's starting right there, and you might not even heard the beginning of the sentence. So I back up 5 or 10 seconds to catch what I just paused to go back over. How, is that really that hard to understand?
I don't know. I think you have a big platform, and I'm not trying to chastise you, but really look into this. I'm sure you have.
I've looked at it quite a bit, yeah.
Yeah. But I think you can make a pretty big influence, at least on the online, in the online domain. And so I don't know. Please, if you can, try to help make things different.
Would you say that you're as knowledgeable on the subject of Israel-Palestine as someone like Norman Finkelstein?
I shouldn't have been so confident here, because I was trying to be pretty chill. They brought up a trigger.
I remember that.
More so recently. Yes.
Really? You think so?
No,
Maybe. Actually, I can't tell. I don't know how much he.
Try to walk it back a little bit.
Books on it.
They're very.
Norman.
Oh, yeah?
I've gone through them. Yes. Gaza, the Inquest into its Martyrdom is a very bad book. I had a debate with him.
How many books have you written on Israel-Palestine?
I've written many a tweet.
Okay. I don't think that's...
This is the only thing that I would ask of you. Okay, if you have this position. By the way, I'm a brand new YouTuber guy, so if I ever tell you that I know more than a guy who's been studying for 4 years, you should be skeptical. Okay, so I'm 100% agree with that. That's fine. Are you aware that I had a debate kind of with him?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you watch that entire debate?
Most of it, yeah. I think I fell asleep halfway.
This would be my question or my concern, I guess.
I'm sorry, I should say, I watched Hasan reacting to the debate.
Little different, but that's close enough, yeah. My only question, my thing would be, is that genuinely, my knowledge foundation in this area is it's going to be better than most normal people. But for a scholar, I would imagine it's going to be pretty low. And I think I said it when I went to that debate that, like, obviously I'm the newcomer here at least between Norm and definitely Benny, maybe Lee.
So I try to do epistemic humility. Obviously, I'm a newcomer. I don't know as much as these people, of course.
Do you think that scholars are less knowledgeable?
I think he misunderstood me here, but I clarify.
Someone like a random
No, I'm saying I'm coming in as a newcomer. Like, all three of these guys, for sure, Benny, probably Norm, and probably Lee are going to know more than me. That's what I'm saying. Okay. Yeah, then I'm definitely coming in with the lower knowledge level than these three guys. Sure. The only question I would have then is that if my knowledge was so poor, and if I know so little, why couldn't Norm just completely shut down any talking points I had?
Because you didn't really have good talking points.
I had lots of good talking points.
I mean, a lot of it was just trying to shut down the conversation and redirect.
Absolutely not. They were direct questions that challenged a lot of the narrative that Norm kind of posits about the Arab-Palestinian conflict. The Arab-Israeli conflict. I feel like he gets really wrong, but he didn't address any of those.
Look, man, I know that, like, you're a debater. You're a debater.
Well, but that comes first. I'm not just trying to, like, debate to debate.
I mean,
like, for instance, so in 48, right, when they were making their country, there was the partition.
no.
Okay, yeah,
I think I'm gonna side with. I'm gonna go with the grain here on this one and say.
So it was interesting that as soon as this is the only time I think in the entirety of me being here that I wanted to, well, let's dive into like a particular factual thing. And then the conversation, this is why before I wasn't trying to challenge anybody or anything, because I know that this happens when we start to push a little bit. Well, let's push in a little bit to the history or the facts. Then it's like, nope, I'm done. And then we're like completely, yeah. So this is why I avoided it up to this point.
It was great talking to you.
Okay.
I would ask that you please don't film anybody here without their consent.
Okay, I'm generally asking, yeah.
Generally, the key word there is generally.
Generally. Well, so far we've just done like you guys, yeah.
Yeah. So we consented to it.
Sure.
Keep
in mind
we
also,
actually asked that to
I want to be
happen.
really clear here. You guys are in a public area. The goal of a protest is to be seen. So, like, having people film you is kind of like part of the protest, right? Like, it's kind of weird to do a public
there you go
protest.
again. There you go again. You're just twisting things around.
I really don't like I need to keep some things in mind. There's a lot of sayings that people use to just avoid like confronting something that's hard to confront, and this was one of them. Like, oh, you're debate broing or you're twisting things. It's like I didn't twist anything. What I just said was very, very, very clear. It's a public protest, and in public, part of it is being seen. That's the whole reason you protest in public areas. So people filming you in public areas should probably be expected. And it's like, that was a twist. Like, really?
You're just twisting things around. And
Wait.
rhetoric.
What am I twisting?
I'm calling it off.
Okay, well, hey, listen, I appreciate the conversation. Yeah.
You don't be sure to include that part.
Sure.
That there has to be an external coordination to stop this from happening in the way that it is.
I think people have felt that, but I don't think it has to necessarily be an external thing. So, like, even the Oslo Accords. Thank you. Even the Oslo Accords started in secret.
Oh, so there've been like, the reason why it was getting loud is because there are like groups of people that sort of like block off the protests, I guess. Like groups of people that were chatting it because they were telling people not to talk to me. They were trying to like block us off or something. But then I think one of the protest leader people went up and started giving a speech about how there's like a Hasbara doing pro-Zionist guy here and nobody should talk to him. Whatever you do, don't talk to this guy. He'll blah, blah, blah. And she was making a speech basically about me, yeah.
So, like,
oh yeah, you can hear in the background actually. Sorry, I was listening to my comment.
It is.
You can hear in the background. Is there a reason why it's mostly women doing activism for the most insane positions out there? I don't know why. Women just tend to be leaders more in like in political communal spaces, which is one of the reasons I made fun of Fuentes so much and some of the incel movements. No, this is Fuentes, not incel stuff, but if you're doing like political stuff and you're like super sexist and you're shutting out women, you're fucking yourself hardcore because women do so much of this like work on the ground for like real life political activists.
a lot of.
He's using you to cut agitprop. Don't let him. He literally.
So, okay, we're finishing this guy's character arc, okay? So, this guy in the background people have been like talking to him, and I've seen him talking to people, and now he's come back again, and yeah.
Conduct outside of war, or I'm sorry, it's a cause for war, essentially. I would hope that most reasonable people would agree that Israel had a good cause for war on October 7th, but obviously the conduct in war is up for a lot of...
He's using you to cut agitprop. Don't let him. He literally is.
I'm posting the full interview. Why would you think this? You got propagandized so quickly. You see everything on my channel. I'm pretty open about everything I do.
I'm telling you, I'm agreeing to do it. Okay. You're just speaking for all of us.
So that know if my friend turns to the camera, but it's the same guy from the first interview. And now he's like, you're being used for agitprop, bro. And when you speak for all of us. So clearly he's been told this by the other people at the protest now that he shouldn't have talked to me and it was a big mistake. And now he's trying to tell other people not to.
I can stay here for as long as I want. I have to leave at 6 o'clock anyway.
You speak for all of us. And
Oh, and then I think another girl comes up and she's like, oh, like, we want you to leave or something. And I think I say, no, I'm not going to fire.
You can see everything on my channel. I'm pretty open about everything I do.
I'm telling you, I'm agreeing to do it. Okay. You speak for all of us.
I can stay here for as long as I want. I have to leave at 6 o'clock anyway.
You speak for all of us, and I'm guilty of it too. I'm not speaking for all
You're
of
not
us.
guilty of anything.
Damn. I understand, but I'm not speaking for all
Wait, isn't the whole point of a protest to have people like watch your stuff and see? You can record it. That's good.
I think as long as you're bringing stuff like that, I respect you guys being here. I respect him being here. I respect everyone on the campus. I know.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone's getting pretty shit.
Yeah, that's fine. It's all good. The conduct in war, obviously.
Oh, wait, did we see the person? Oh, yeah. She talks to a lot of people that I talk to. She's been going around doing work.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everyone's getting pretty shit.
Yeah, that's fine. It's all good.
Before we left, one thing that I tried to walk back and get a shot of because it was so perfect, but it was also like really sad, but it would have made for like a really good character arc. That the one kid who came back and tried to say like, hey, like he's doing agitprop, don't trust him. The guy that gave me that first interview. For the rest of the time, me and my friend were there looking at other people to interview. He was just like sitting completely alone in like the middle of the group. Like nobody was talking with him. He was just sitting there kind of like on his phone. And I think he got chewed out like hardcore by the protester organizers. And that's why he was like working overtime to try to get people not to chat with me now. But I was like, Jesus Christ. But it's funny because it was like, I feel like in real time, it demonstrated that social, like the social push for people to have certain beliefs and that the particular system of beliefs that you have isn't really rooted in any kind of logical feeling, but rather like the social cohesion of you and your group around you, basically. And I thought that that thing of him just sitting there all alone, like on his phone for like 30 minutes afterwards was just like, Jesus. I was wondering the other day if there are any interview-ish vids with people like these brown shirt protester types after a few years of maturing that are able to reflect. An example would be the Beijing Red Guards in the mid-60s that look back. I don't know. I'm sure there are lots of them where like, yeah, we were kind of cringe. Again, I don't think there's anything bad with people protesting as kids and being a little bit cringe. I think that's fine. It's just that they're given so much weight, a disproportionate amount of weight. Like people are treating these people like very, very serious adults rather than like kids that are protesting at college campuses, which is, I think, a problem, yeah.